guys, this is going to be episode 1 of my Legendary Dark Elf campaign. I am midway through the game, as you can see from the Siege of Nagaron which is going on. I do have multiple mods installed as well, but none of them affect the gameplay too much. The majority of them more battle chance, the better camera mod obviously, and then the settlement mod which makes Nagaron into this big city. That's purely because I don't like how little the siege maps are. I don't mind. I think the sieges in Total War Warhammer, I'd say, are perfect for the state of the game that it's in. But I do love having big city fights like in Rome 2 Total War. Although like I said, I'm not complaining about the Warhammer 2 ones as they are. They are very good and I enjoy them. But it's nice to have a change. I have over 1,200 hours into this game so far, which is a lot, I think. But I'm very confident in my ability to do Legendary. I'm not very confident to playing Dark Elves. I've never really played this faction. I obviously completed them on Vortex as well as I did every other faction to get all the achievements. But apart from that, I really haven't played these guys. But ever since I've been playing Malekith, I've really become loving this Dark Elf faction. This Dark Elf faction, after I played him a lot in PvP, just suddenly started to fall in love with the things he could do in the scenarios that he could be in, 1v1 or 1v however many. But right now we're being sieged in Nagaron by a rebellion, unfortunately, because legendary difficulty, so it causes a fucking rebellion. It's the majority of their army is made up of Black Ark Corsairs that are in siege towers, as well as Dark Shards. There's also a Lord over here, Darcis. There's Wizard, but she doesn't really have spells. I mean, this is annoying, but with the garrison we have, we should be okay without taking too much damage from that. From this side, we've got 3 units of Black Ark Corsairs that are in towers, Dark Shards with shields, and the Lord. Now, the reason why none of my guys are on the wall here is because they're all in siege towers, and my thing is only level 3, my settlement, so I don't think it's going to take you down in the state that it's in. Also, I'm going to move my Death Hag over here, actually.
Death Hag!
Just do this.
Death Hag!
No, I've seen that Lord there, that is. But to counteract this engagement, we've got 2 of our own Black Ark Corsairs, which will lose the 1v1 against theirs, because those guys are more upgraded than mine, as you can see. But with the help of the Death Hag, as well as the Dark Shards and Shields, as well as the Reaper Bolt throw, we're set up in this sort of kind of flank, just so I don't hit a lot of my troops with the things, the multi-bolt. And these guys are right in the middle, just hit them on the walls when they come down. Like I said, I'm not on the towers because they're all in siege towers, so it's not going to do anything. I do have a unit of Cold One Dread Knights here, for obvious reasons. I want to whack them. They're not going to be very good because they are anti-large, not anti-infantry. Yeah, so they're not going to be that good. But they are cavalry, and everyone knows cavalry in this game will do more damage than he takes the majority of the time. Over here, to counteract this attack, because he has no victory points here, or I have no victory points here in this area here, so I'm going to block these 2 entrances. I've got Black Ark Corsairs and a unit of Dark Shards here, which is just going to watch this in case they come from this door, which is the exact same. Dark Shards with shields. 1 more unit of Black Ark Corsairs and the rest of Black Ark Corsairs in towers. Yet again, not on the wall, because I don't want to take a one-on-one engagement when my archers can't be firing. I have the Lord here, who I believe is a mod, High Beastmasters, but I have no idea. It was a mod pack that I just downloaded and activated and deactivated some of them. Steel Faith Overhaul was in it, and I don't want that. That's just honestly one of the shittiest mods in my opinion, because it doesn't feel like Warhammer at that point when you've got all these units that you can recruit that aren't in the base game. It's cool, but it doesn't feel like Warhammer. It just feels like Dungeons and Dragons at that point. But here we have our Lord. He's anti-large again, not going to do much damage in an infantry fight, but with these units here, I'm hoping they'll blob up around him, and since Black Ark Corsairs don't have any shields, I'm hoping these guys can do a lot of damage. Again, another unit called One Dread Knights here to hold the angle, and here again, good to know. Now over on this side, which is the side I'm most scared about really, because it's all cavalry. All cavalry. Cold One Dread Knights, Dark Riders with shields, and then 4 Harpies. So on the wall I've got Black Ark Corsairs with Hambos. This time I want this to be shooting at him because you have to break through and it will get a lot of shots off, especially against the Harpies. And these guys will shoot the Harpies, and I'm hoping they'll win the engagement with the Harpies. And then down here, when the cav comes through, I can just rip them apart with these Black Guard of Nagod, which should be able to fight all of them in this hallway. But if not, because like I said, the thing I'm scared about most here is harpies. Like the cavalry, I've got 2 Black God and Nagrand units here. They're not going to do anything. The harpies, though, I'm kind of scared about because the Black God and Nagrand are good, but against so many units, they kind of struggle, especially when they're being attacked from above and in front by cavalry. So I have a Reaper Bolt Thrower here. I've got more Dark Shards with shields, and I've got Black God and Nagrand. Right, these guys are up here instead of here on an angle because obviously they can shoot over the wall much easier than if they're down here and they can fire all the way up. But Black God and Nagrand on there in case the Harpies go for it with the Dark Shards. Should be able to clear up this angle. But that's it for the most part. I do have 2 spells. I got the Lord of the Pale Queen, which I'm going to use here. Or at least one of the spells here as soon as they land on the walls. Because I want these guys to kill as many as they can. I'm actually going to move. No, actually, no, I'm not. Because they're perfect there. And I also have Dark Conduit thanks to a Ride that I activated. It does a lot of damage, but the only use I'm going to get off it is if they blow up on the Lord, I believe. But apart from that, I can do much. Let's turn this guy off guard mode. And these guys off guard mode. I have automatic guard mode engaged. It usually works out for me, so why not? But let's start this battle and let's see what happens. I believe I can win this pretty easily. But you never know. Also have battle realism on, obviously, because what's the point of playing Warhammer if you can basically cheat? And you get ambushed by Skaven and you can pause and then sort it all out. Like, no.
Cold-blooded killers.
What's the point at that point? What's the point at that point? Now where are these guys going though? Oh, well, we've routed 1 unit, but these guys are going somewhere, and I don't like it. So I'm going to actually pull back my Cold War Knights, because whatever they're doing is freaky, and they need to stop it. Now. They broke the walls already. No, they didn't. It's just open. Okay. Fuck me too, I guess. I mean, the Cold War Dreadnought should be able to deal with this. Like, these guys aren't going to do much. I think they're going directly for the victory point, which it doesn't bother me. I'll take it. You know what? If you're going to waste your harpies like that instead of attacking my Black God and Nagrand, I'll take it. Let's bring back both units. That 1 unit should be fine, but I want to deal with these guys quickly. I don't want to have to put up with these harpies flying around my base. I'm going to have 1 unit go there and 1 unit go over there and go meet them. So they're sieging the walls now.
Dark Shards.
Hopefully these guys can get some shots off. They should be able to. Okay, well, we're going to have to pull these guys forward now then. They are doing way too much damage. I want to use that yet though.
Battle ready.
Send them into support. These guys are still kind of getting ripped up, but they are winning. That side. Hold on, Dreadnoughts are about to meet the Harpies in battle. And these guys are now being attacked. So if you can go for them. And it looks like they're all going to group up on this one wall. So that's fine with me. No. Are they all... Oh, wow. Is the AI actually being smart? Yes, it is, actually. Stop moving. 1 Harpy unit can get there, that's whatever. As long as both Harpy units don't get to this Reaper Bolt Thrower, we should be fine. They are now pushing through there. I think they're all going to group up on that 1 entrance. So let's stop bringing back these guys who don't need to be there anymore. And yeah, we cleared up this area pretty well. I mean, I knew we would have with the Black God and Nagrand and sort of cavalry, but them harpies, man, very spooky. Are they attacking my Cold War Dreadnoughts right now? Can I go over? Game.
Battle ready. Attack.
That's one thing about modding maps no one likes.
Forward.
Oh wow! Hello, smart AI. Where'd you come from? Let me use this. Yep, that is perfect. Couldn't wish for a better use then.
Dealers in death.
Now they are coming behind me, and I don't like this because the AI is being smart. On legendary difficulty, they are quite smart, well, compared to normal difficulty, but not like this. Also, are you really struggling to kill this one?
toast. Glorious destruction.
Fire with that. Yeah, that. Wow.
Merciless warriors.
Oh, the tower's a fireball? It's only level 3 though. I did not know that, otherwise I would have had my men on the walls. But either way, I don't think it makes much change.
Dealers in death.
How about you?
My blade
Yeah.
hungers.
You keep firing at them, you can fire at them.
Cut.
It shall be.
You can go 1v1 that wizard.
No mercy.
100%.
Cold-blooded
These
killer.
guys are still fighting. These Cold One Dreadnoughts now in rampage mode. Now, where are these ones going though? They've all pushed through to the right here. They're going behind my units? No? Only 3 of them out of the 5, I believe there was. I mean,
Corsairs.
I'll countercharge this. We have the same charge bonus and they're more injured than us. And we got martial prowess, so did I. That's not going to make too much of a
Dark
difference.
shards.
But we are going to reposition our dark shards there.
The merciless host.
We killed the enemy lord. Really good, really good. Let's get on the walls now. Cold on Dreadnoughts are going to try and deal with that. These guys are now winning against the Harpies, which is very good.
Black guards.
This cavalry unit is still over there. They're not going to be able to do anything, so that's whatever. That's 100% whatever.
Dark shards.
You guys can keep firing at them. Oh, Dark Shards are about to be ripped apart by the Witch Elves. Oh, no, it's not Witch Elves, it's Black Orc. That's where the Witch Elves going. Ah, they're in my center. Maybe you
Cold
should.
ones.
Very rude, actually, that they're doing.
Onward.
Okay, these guys can go chase them guys down. I want to get
Dark shards.
some more suppressing fire on that hallway. This should be fine as well. Our troops actually lost. Our Cold One Dreadnoughts actually lost that one against the Harpies, which I wouldn't think. I'm pretty sure Harpies are large. You need to get in here. This lord is probably bored at this point because he's not doing anything in this entire battle. Those guys will win on the wall. We're going to bring this guy over here. Game set up to back, fire at the back of these guys. Actually, if we can, shoot those guys. I'm pretty sure you can't because the buildings, obviously.
Dark elves.
Yep, that's those guys done. That's very good. Some of these guys around here. We should have Blackguard and Nagron coming in now. Yep. We have a lot of units coming in now.
Cold ones.
Get off my victory point, you fuck. Such a cool unit. Very cool unit.
No mercy.
I have auto run on and I clicked R by accident. Oh, not by accident, because I didn't figure I had it on, but I did. I 100% did. I'm just stupid. Are you actually not shooting?
Dark
No, you are.
guards.
You just suck.
Dreadlord. Eager for battle.
You can just rush them at that point. This looks like quite an easy victory here. Cold One Dreadnoughts both didn't rout. They both fought to the death.
Corsairs.
Well, I bet you one of them routed, but he came back, so it doesn't count.
Sowing turmoil.
Corsair handball.
Witch Elves! Target the Witch Elves, please.
Black guards.
I don't want to deal with that.
Berserker.
Please, Lord the Pale Queen there, keep them from going anywhere. I'm assuming one of them's running with it to there.
Cold-blooded
But
killers.
we'll cross that gate when we get to it. We've wrapped it up on this wall. We're going to send this guy back here. We're going to send this guy up the stairs, get some suppressing fire on the back of them.
Druki, forward.
This Lord's just going to
Dreadlord.
1v1 these guys by the looks of it. Oh, no, they're going to rout. This is the mass route, maybe? Yep, this is the mass route. Well, A for effort, boys. A for effort, I guess. Turn off guard mode, go run after them.
Dark shards. Black guards.
My sorcerers should be able to meet them here. Yeah, they did send a unit around to go around.
Guns.
It's the only dangerous thing about legendary difficulty is actually rebels, I swear. It's ridiculous. What are they? They're just archers, aren't they? I don't really care about wiping them out. I do care about wiping these guys out. So if you can group them all up for me, Blackguard and Nagrand. They're just kind of glitched out here, running back and forth. No, they don't want to run into this guy.
Blackguards! Slash! Kill!
Murder them then, I guess. Do not guard mode, murder them. And the Hag Queen should be able to charge into these. Now you put this on it, and this should wipe out the majority of these units here. Three, 2, 1. All of their HP should drop. Oh, 2 of them ran away.
Victory upon
That's
victory!
unfortunate. That unit should be dead. Yeah, that unit's 200% dead.
Dark shards!
I don't think I need to wipe out these out, because I'm pretty sure when it's rebels, they all die. But as you can see, these experiences from the before battles. I've had 3 sieges on Nagaron now. Pretty sure it's 3, maybe 4. From full armies that just haven't stood a chance. Yeah, even Malekith was at base with a full army after we conquered down south. I'll show you on the campaign map what I did from the beginning turn. Personally, I don't like watching the beginning turns of campaigns because you know what's going to happen. It's the same thing. You start the campaign, it takes you 5 minutes, you can find out what's going to happen. So that's just my opinion on it. I'd never really like watching the starters of it, unless it's the dwarfs, because the dwarfs are in a hard spot. Correct, Kajam. In a very hard spot from the beginning of the game. Are these guys all gonna get away? Are you guys stupid? You guys are actually stupid. Cool. You suck. Right, these guys are gonna die. These guys are gonna live. These guys are gonna die. What are you? What are these guys doing? 20 units left. How much HP though? Yeah, they're gonna live. Oh well. That's fine for me. Wipe them all out like that. Now, with all these mods installed, the loading times are long. Unfortunately. My PC's a beast, but can only handle so much. So the most dangerous unit was, well, it was technically the Shades, but if you combine all of these guys, it was the Harpies. They killed 49. Well, I guess they killed the cavalry, didn't they? So of course they got that much XP, and they would have started off with a bit of XP as well. This guy got 6 kills. Close victory. Yeah, I mean, we lost 2 units, which is what, 1/5 of our army, and used the majority of our ammunition. Especially on Hambos, but they did really good. I'm actually surprised they held that really well. Holding that gate, the Black God and Nagrond, even under that archer fire, was quite impressive. Like I said, I don't play Dark Elves. I play the Empire and the Greenskins. I've gone off the Greenskins though. As soon as you get the ability to spam recruit Black Orcs, you win the game. Like, there's the only units which I faced using Black Orcs which actually beat them in a 1v1, or like, you know, unit on unit, was Sisters of Slaughter. Hageneth Executioners lost. But obviously this ties in with my stats on my lord. But Sisters of Slaughter did beat my Black Orcs. They were hurt at the end of it, and like, they died in like 3 archer volleys, but they did hurt my Black Orcs a lot. Well, they killed the Black Orcs. But I did love them, but then I kind of fell out with them. Same with the Tomb Kings. I used to love the Tomb Kings and the whole idea that the army is unswervingly loyal. But then, I don't know, I just kind of thought, after you beat everyone and you've conquered all the land, what do you do as the Tomb Kings? Like, what do the Tomb Kings do? Just build shit. Build shit everywhere. Let's face it, Setcher doesn't look like the kind of guy to hold a joyous event either, does he? Pardon me. Like I said, the loading times with these mods is quite insane. I'm pretty sure it's quadrupled from what it used to be, at least. But also, this was 2 full stacks. Yeah, I mean, 2 full stacks isn't even anything. I think that largest battle I've ever had in campaign, 15,000 men, which was the Tomb Kings, because Tomb King stuff. Was he 16? 14,000, I think he was. Enemy had 10,000, 9,000, and I had 4,000, which is 2 armies against 4 forces. Yeah. Yeah. 14,000. I just wish that one day someone would actually create a mod, or CA would implement in a Total War game, like, the numbers that would be in a battle. Because, let's look at Rome 2, for example. The highest number of troops you get in one full stack default is about 2,000, 3,000, something like that. But in real, like, you know, in historical events, you would have had armies of 10,000 men onwards. Maybe not back in time of Rome, but pretty sure they would, because the largest army was like 45,000 men or something like that. 80,000 men. I don't know. I don't know fucking Rome. What the fuck am I doing? I'll show you how I've expanded from turn 1, but it should be self-explanatory. The only mistake I made was ignoring Mung, because I knew they were up there and I knew they were fucking backstabbing me, but I kind of ignored them. I was hoping they would just stay up there, you know, they not bother anyone, or they would go eastwards. But nope, they came straight down to me from the Shine of Ultimate Darkness, or whatever it's called, or the Altar of Ultimate Darkness or something. Came straight down, destroyed it when I was upgrading it to level 3. Had no walls because I was building public order. And for the last 15 turns, I've been destroying their place. It's finally destroyed now, but it's 100% chaos, corruption. So it's fun, really fun. There you go. Yeah, but the one thing I hate about mods is this FPS. Look at this. And there you go, now it's fixed. Well, the majority of their army was wiped out. I lost my garrison. Obviously I don't need that. Take the money. Take 1.5K.
I waited long enough.
Now, so this is what, well actually it's not my turn yet, because the rebels attacked me. But as you can see from this lovely freeze screen, there you go. This is ridiculous. I might uninstall the mods if I do. I mean, I will play the Dark Elves again on Legendary difficulty, so I probably will, but if I ever did it again, I'd have to install these mods, because I love them, but, like, this. What is this? Yeah, well, dude, your PC isn't good enough. Fuck yourself. Gambler's armor. Yeah, not the best. Right, so here you see it. So, obviously, you start Nagarond. I went, I believe there's an army down here when you start. On my first playthrough, I went down there, destroyed that, and then realized that Nagaron wasn't a part of this province. So me taking this just gave me more public order to deal with, so I started again. This time I went here, Nagaron, all the way up, took Kaldra, took Altar of Ultimate Darkness, took Rako Gorge, all owned by the Skaven. Took Rako Gorge, and I went down to this Shock Tack Mountain. Took this, and then Mung attacked me here, and then sacked this. Went over to Hargojar, sacked this. I rebuilt the altar. I knew they were going to go back to it, but I rebuilt it anyway, just to keep him here, because Malekith was on his way from down here. Or at least that was the plan. So I sacked. Then he went all the way up here, forced march up there, because he lost a lot of units doing it. I didn't have any walls, but he did lose about 700 men between the 3 battles. All the way back up to his base. So I let Malekith keep going this way. Took Kragod deep. siege target Hargreave, took that, and then went to Nagaron to get more heals because obviously this is more built up than Hargreave was. And then Mon came back down, 2 armies, 1 half stack, 1 full stack, raised this one, sacked this one. He marched up, destroyed that army, went up here, destroyed this army, and then went all the way up, and here we are now. We are on turn 39, which isn't that too... Was it? I mean, that's not far at all, and this is Mortal Empires. Probably the best expansion for any game, really. But here, like I said, it was 100% corruption. It's only been 1 turn. I did build this, obviously, for the Untainted. But I'm going to have to leave him up there for quite some time. So as you can see, characters, military presence, and I have an event going on now. My sacrifice to Afarti. Nice.
The people are displeased.
But there's no way I can leave this place and it can be healed. What I don't get, though, is... For Iron Frost, you can't actually build a garrison. So I have to leave this place, if I do leave this place, with this. And it's number 3, like this isn't a low level. This is, I'm pretty sure this is the same level as Nagaron. Yeah, Nagaron level 3, but this has this garrison. So I'm a bit confused on that. Obviously got a huge slave number, or storage pretty much. A lot of upkeep as well, which is why I recruited this general here. Not only will he help with the rebellion, which is... I won't win that fight because we killed their lord. But we got this guy. I think he's a mod. I'm not sure. I don't remember Dark Elves having high Beastmasters, but then again, I never played a lot of Dark Elves. So this is going to be my more elite army now that I've unlocked the ability to have all this. Because before with Malekith, all I had was Bleak Swords, Spears, and Dark Shards. But now I have all of this to recruit. So this guy's going to be like my main army. Sister Slaughters are really good in melee, but I personally don't like recruiting them purely because of the fact if the enemy, like the enemy for Dark Elves is High Elves, and although I'm not going to deal with them anytime soon, these guys get annihilated by range. And I want to, after I take the Dark Elves, I want to go and start annoying Ulthuan. Or at least go downwards, but if I go down, they'll be good against the Lizardmen. Because Lizardmen's archers are terrible in my opinion. Their only use is poison. But they'll go up against the Tomb Kings and Skaven. And Skaven's archers are very, very good at what they do. But we're just being annoying.
Cease your provocations.
But I think with this guy, simply as it is, I'm going to probably get 2 units of Sister Slaughter for the poisoning attack, and they're going to be on the flanks. Majority of the army is going to be Bleak Swords and Dread Spears. Like, Black Hawk Corsairs are good, but again, ranged, which is why I'm only getting 2 of them. Then here we're going to get Shades with dual weapons and great swords. More infantry pretty much, which is obviously really good. And then probably 2 units of Reaper Vault Throwers. Which we'll start building now. So we'll get that. We're probably going to get 4 Bleak Swords, 4 Spears. Or 5 Bleak Swords, 3 Spears, one of them. But we're going to use that arm to take out them first anyway. Now I love getting walls in every settlement first, but on Legendary, you can't do it. It's as simple as that. When I play very hard, these things are built as soon as I unlock the second slot. But it's you can't do this with the public order negatives you get. Also, right, this is fucking bullshit and this pissed me off, right? I randomly got an event, I forgot what it was, but it was like a hag queen has gone off to do research and he was trusted or some shit, and then he got chaos because of it, and he's like, what the fuck, you? I don't need more income right now, so that can go away. I'm probably just gonna get this so I can build more, and then upgrade this. Obviously, more money. Go spend money to make money. Don't need growth. I will. Maybe take the. No, we'll get more trading resources. So, also, I might as well show this since he needs to level up anyway. But this is the army of Malekith. It's pretty elite. And terms of the ranks. Like these guys are rank 7 on the Blackguard. Majority spears, purely because of my archers. Like, there's no point in having an infantry which can take on other infantry if you've got a huge surplus of archers, like 6 units of archers. You might as well just have something which can hold the line for a while where your archers do all the work. Blackguard and Aggerland and these guys always stick with the Revolt Thrower. Harpies, whether the rat spawns something, it's always with them. We've got Kuran Darkhand here, which I'm 200% sure is a mod. Kuran take this halberd and do everything. He's a Blackguard Sergeant, this is what he can get here. Just pause if you want to look. This is in, I forgot whose mod pack it was, but I will find out if you want to know. You can also get dual swords, but I think I'm going to stick the halberd. I think Malekith does enough damage as it is to infantry. But this guy I've spec'd as much as you want to, like the way you want to spec a magical lord who's also good in melee, a hybrid. Like, ignore all this, right? Everyone gets this on Dark Elves. No, it's a bad idea. Just don't get this. Because all this does, it gives you more public order problems than it's worth. Because let's say this guy goes on campaign, and obviously he's your legendary lord, so he's going to have the main army, the main elite army. You get this, and you go on a conquest spree, the amount of slaves you're going to have are going to be insane. The only reason you get this is if you're Hagen F for the Blood Knights. But apart from that, don't ever get this. This is just terrible. A terrible thing to have. This, again, terrible. This, awful. And this, terrible. Draftmaster's good, but obviously to get Draftmaster you gotta waste points in these, so there's no point. Lightning Strike is the only thing that you work towards. And in my opinion, the only reason you get Lightning Strike is if you're against Skaven. So, Lizardmen and Greenskins. Lizardmen and Dwarves should get this, but apart from that, no. This here, again, there's no point. There's absolutely no point in getting this, because you can just camp. You can do 50 camp, 50 camp, 50 camp. You don't need to care about attrition. This, again, upkeep, really good. Movement range, really good. Recruit rank, again, really good. And this as well, really good. But to get that, you need to waste 4 points, I'm pretty sure? Yeah, 4 points into this. No, just don't. Again, with this, terrible idea. Don't ever get this for any of your lords. Because these are the beginning units you're going to have. Right? Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, Black Heart Corsairs, Dark Shards. You don't need this when you're going to have, Witch Elves, Hagen F Executioners, Blackguard and Agro, Sisters Lord. This is what you get. But right now I don't have any of them, so there's no point in me putting points into them. But don't get this, because again, wasted 3 points. There's no need to get this in the late game. This is about as useful as you can imagine. Which is not useful at all. This is decent because of Shades, and Shades are really good. Again though, Shades are more or less going to do insane amount of damage anyway. Buffing the damage that they do is unneeded. I don't think you should get this either, although it's not a bad idea to get that. This is stupid in my opinion. Weapon strength for monsters, like they already do enough damage, you don't need more. And the I don't know how to pronounce it. Charybdis, he doesn't need more weapon strength at all. It can 1v1 the majority of monsters in the game. And obviously you're going to have support. You're not just going to let your monster battle out with no monster. This, again, it's good. But they do so much damage anyway, there's no point. There's absolutely no point in this. Because they're going to get so much experience anyway from killing. Because you only want to use cavalry to fight other cavalry. Hammer and anvil, so they're not going to need this melee attack. They're going to need charge bonus more than anything. They're going to need this melee attack and melee defense. Oh, against archers, and they slaughter archers anyway, so there's no point. Now, what you want to do, in my opinion, you want to get Slaughter Lord, 3 points in this, and obviously you need 4. So you either want to go for this, bit of ammunition. Ammunition always helps, and V-time low reduction for archers you will use, because these are the dark shots are armor piercing and they're cheap. So against chaos and all that, they're really useful. Shades though do the same thing. Where Shades? Yeah. So honestly, maybe put 1 point into this, 1 point into this, depending on which army you're gonna go. If you're gonna go with an army which you're gonna skirmish with, get this. If you go with an army you're gonna rush with, you get this. So you get 3 points Slow Lord, 1 in one of them depending on your playstyle, and then obviously this explains itself. Like, you want these. Our build team, at the moment, you got 10% movement range, it's needed. 5% leadership effect, again, needed, especially in Legendary difficulty, where the enemy are basically Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai. Chillwind, again, I'm only going to put one level into it. There's no point in upgrading it again, in my opinion, purely because that's one more Winds of Magic you're going to be using on a thing which doesn't really do that much damage. It's more or less tick damage. Blade Wind, 2 points. Obviously, it slaughters everything in its path. Doombolt. If you've got Blade Wind, I don't see why you would want Doombolt. Soul Stealer, yes. Kind of. And I say this because when you're versing units with a lot, like Skaven, Chaos, you want to get them grouped up. Obviously, you don't want to fight them all 1v1 in a line, because you will lose that fight against Chaos more than Skaven, but you will lose that fight. Your Sisters of Slaughter aren't going to 1v1 Chosen. Like, it's just not. Especially on legendary difficulty. But if you want to get them all grouped up, like whether it's you're blocking a gateway and they're sieging you, and you use this, your Lord gets so much health back and they lose so much HP in their models. It's ridiculous. The only issue is it's 14 Winds of Magic. 14. That is a lot. Which is why I've only gone for Blade Wind, and I'm not going for any of this. At all. Because that's all you need with Malekith. You need Chillwind, Blade Wind, you're set. Then I've obviously got all the quest items, obviously. And then I've gone for War Leader and Triumph of Evil. Casualty replenishment rate plus 15% and Lord Recruit rank plus 2 is incredible. The attrition, not so much, obviously. Like I said, you can 50% camp, 50% camp, 50% camp, or raid. But the Lord Recruit rank and the casualty replenishment rate is so worth it. Lord Recruit rank is obviously worth it for quite obvious reasons. And the 15% casualty rate makes this useless, as well as the 50% attrition, I guess. Makes this useless. So yeah, they add up, but you don't need 30% casualty replenishment rate at all. Especially when you've got after battle where you can heal. There's no point. Now, I don't get these because on legendary difficulty, if you're gonna sack or loot a settlement, you're gonna be in more trouble than it's worth to get 5k gold. Because you're gonna have a rebellion instantly. And as much as you're like, yeah, free XP and all that, that's gonna annoy you for at least 10 turns with your rebellion, your public order being so low because of that. Income from post battle loot and magic item drop chance. It's good, but I don't think it's worth wasting a point for. Obviously, I've got Seraphon, and I built him melee. Because the best thing about Malekith is being in melee, beating the shit out of people, and then blade winding on top of you. You can take out an entire army with it. This is going into blade shield anyway. And I'm going to go for armor, obviously. More armor the better. And gaze and malice. And then the rest of my points are going to go into this. The red line, and I'm going to get statistic, absolute power. Not eternal hatred, because 10% against high elves. Like weapon strength plus 6% overall is good. But high elves, yeah, you will fight them a lot. But once you wipe out the high elves, you invade the old world, which has, I believe, the most provinces. There's no point in it because there's no high elves over there. So all you're wasting is 1 point for 6% weapon strength. There's no point at all. You want statistic for that melee attack and the charge bonus and the armor piercing damage. This guy is built to take on any army, and his army is also built to take on any army. But he is unfortunately going to have to stick there because
The people are displeased.
fucking chaos corruption. It's a pain in the arse. You got, yeah, the event's making this one go up too.
Mic off.
We will make you comfortable.
Canes! Actions speak louder than words.
Mic on.
Sorry about that, I did have a little call in there. Probably edit out, probably not, I'll probably forget about it. But, now that I've just noticed that, we can actually have a
What
military alliance with
foolish
Target.
errand brings
But
you before
if you didn't know,
me?
in Warhammer 2, if you have a military alliance, it counts as their strength rank as well. So if you have a military alliance with them, the odds if you confederate with them is abysmal, because they basically have the same strength as you. So there's no point in confederating, or unless you military alliance, unless you don't want to confederate with them, or if they're a different faction or whatever. But that's going to do it for this turn. I spent a while on it, not because just looking at random shit like people do in a head-to-head campaign. Like, there's no point in doing this shit. Yeah, look at all the, like, no, just stop. The reason I took so long is also because I'm explaining everything. But that'll be it for that turn anyway. But that was a really fun siege of Nagrond. I do hate siege defenses in this game because it's like Medieval 2 Total War. You have such an advantage with them walls. But at the same time, against chaos,
Speak your words, but they will change nothing.
you really don't want to fight them. It's like the Dothraki from Game of Thrones. You don't want to fight them. Also, I have a defensive alliance with her, so I have to join this war, otherwise my reliability will go down. And legendary difficulty, if you have a low reliability, people will wage war on you. They don't care. They will wage war on you. I was playing as the Bretonia at one point, and I ended up betraying someone, lost all my chivalry, but it was the Empire, and I would have got the entire province of Altdorf, because they just lost their entire army fighting off a greenskin full stack. So I would have got the entire property of Altdorf, so it was 100% worth it, because the Green Knight can go suck a dong. I don't give a shit about that. Obviously, you get public order penalties and all that, but I was prepared to deal with that. But as soon as that went low, every Bretonian faction that I had a non-aggression pact with broke it and waged war on me. It was sad, because that campaign died because of that. I think it was on turn 60, 70. But Bretonia aren't really fun to play, in my opinion. It's just cav. So I have a bunch of cav, and that's it.
Corruption
These guys,
thrives.
they're still... There's not much you can do here apart from let it go down, because we do have the Ultra of Cain, which provides untainted. So we just have to wait. And it's going down 6% a turn. Public order is rising because of Malekith's there.
Cease your provocations.
Do we want to build walls? Because there's no point. The only reason I would build walls here is because I know how armies like to show up out of fucking nowhere. I learned that from High Elves when I had like 200 hours in the game, and like rogue armies which would randomly pop up in the middle of the circle. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do against that when I built walls on the outer circle and not on the inner circle because I thought it was safe? Actually, what I think I'm going to do here... If I cancel this... That's level 2 though, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to level 3, so I would have to just break this, really. Alright, 3 turns though. I was thinking about building the Ultra Arcane, but in 3 turns I could build it there for the untainted. Because obviously my public order is going up. I don't know about the walls there yet. It's not in a dangerous situation. Racco Gorge isn't. But we will build walls here because this is going to be our next war. Tomb King's Coward Khan. I'm pretty sure these guys are.
Welcome to the Black
Yeah, Coward
Court.
These guys waged war on me at like turn 10 and then didn't do anything for 30 turns. So I made a peace treaty with them like 3 turns ago. I don't know why, but yeah. We're gonna get these settlement walls because walls will change the game. I'm gonna save this gold to recruit units. Oh, you fucking slag!
You waste my time.
Can I not attack? Can I not sell it out to there?
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Should be an auto resolve. Yeah, like there's no point in me fighting this. I can literally just line these guys up in a row with the hand rows and just
Exterminate
shit
them.
all over them. I'm gonna lose the. Oh, I didn't.
Cain honors me.
300, but I'm not
Set
going to get to
them
be
loose.
seized again. And this only affects my lord. And this only affects my lord. But I do get
I
slaves.
require slaves.
I have enough. I have enough.
Power at last. Black-hearted
Oh my.
Dreadlord.
They cancelled the Sisters of Slaughter build. Now, Colon don't want that. You don't want that. You do not want this on your lord. It's like a horse. The only thing you want is if he's a mage, you get this. You don't want that either. You're not Cetra. Your chariot isn't OP. You don't want this either. It's just fucking shit. You do want this because this thing will just shred everything around you. Again, don't want this. Don't want this. All this can fuck off. But what the fuck is this? Alright, but that is just shit. Don't get this. But what does it unlock? Bonus versus infantry, you don't really need. Warhiders, oh, whoa, and a cooldown, and armor and melee defense. Weapon strength, and disables primal instincts and physical. What the fuck? Free casualty replenishment rate. Really? Tame to their will. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure this guy's a mod. I don't really want this though, because I can't recruit beasts yet. I mean, we might get that later, but we don't need it now. We're gonna go melee at the moment with this guy. He hasn't got an army, there's no point in putting things in his red bar at the moment. His troops, there's no point in buffing troops which don't have a rank. Because if you lose that troop in battle, it doesn't matter. It has no rank, you can just recruit another one, it's not going to change anything.
People grow restless.
Do that. Now what I was hoping
Noble
to
of
do
Nagaroth.
was to confederate with these guys, so I'm going
Actions
to try
speak
every
louder
turn.
than words.
I'm more than likely not going to confederate with them for a while, because obviously they're the same strength members pretty much. But Malekith's a badass, and she's a hoe, so it should be cool. I'm at war with Lothar.
Alariel's
I'm not
champion.
going to invade them at the moment. There's no chance. I will just die.
Tribal fury.
I will more than likely push top right at the moment. With Malekith, that is. And because I'm not at war with these guys, but they do hate me. Court of Pleasures.
Make plain your ambition, Druki, as I make plain mine. I think not. I shall not.
I want to confederate with these guys as well. Pretty sure you can confederate
Your
with
time with me is precious.
So, do they only have one settlement?
Yes. What do you bring?
They have 4. Okay. Yeah, I want to confederate with those guys. So we're gonna push
Druki
west,
are restless.
east, fucking east, dickhead. That's it for that turn. Though. I am planning on making this a series to, I think it's turn 400. I usually complete the full domination over Mortal Empires. But I just didn't want you guys to see the first 40 turns, because it's obvious what you're going to do. It's like starting off as the greenskins, and you do 40 turns of you just killing other greenskins and the Badlands, just to conquer it. It's like, who gives a shit? Everyone knows what you do there. No one wants to watch it. Well, I personally don't want to watch it. And the majority of the first early turns is just sitting in a capital, really. Getting a full stack is like the first five turns. And then the rest is you conquering lands and just sitting in it for a couple of turns, just to get the public order. I mean, it's not bad, right? Because you could, from you sitting in place with low public order, you get stats. What is this? Hero, Death Hag. No, fuck you.
The people are displeased.
Just a slaughter. Some oblique swords up there. I reckon he'll be able to move by turn 47. If he keeps going up at this rate. That's a big if. Again, here I feel as if I should explain why I did this here. So, I didn't build walls here. No Hargreave, even though you can 100% build wall, yeah. But I didn't build walls there. I actually built a special building. But I know a lot of people are going to be like, what the fuck? Why would you focus on building income rather than defense on this and then build income later? Simple as it is, I'm not going to be attacked there. Court Pleasure's here, so they have to bypass this area. And by the time they bypass this area, I'm going to see them. And all I need to do is march an army south. Even if they take Hargreave, I'm about 4 marches away there, 5 marches away with Malekith there. There, force march there. and then I can attack. Yeah, about 5-6 turns away. Just to retake high grief. And he's going to take... If I see them here, more than likely, unless they charge through here, that's 2 turns. Plus they need to siege it, which is, what, anywhere from 3 to 10 turns. And if it's 3 turns, they'll attack on the 4th turn, after they build a siege tower, unless they've already got a siege attacker. They'll attack on the 4th turn, they'll beat me, they'll grab it, the garrison will replenish on the, or come into play on the 5th turn, the garrison will replenish a little bit after being like 30 men on the 6th turn, and that's when Malekith would already be there. So there's no point strategically at the position, because you're not going to have a shit margin here. And if you do, then the game's just telling you to fuck off at that point. But apart from that, you're not going to have it. I'm kind of annoyed at this though, because obviously he's level 19. He's a big boy, right? He's a very big boy. But what I want to march. No, I was going to march east, but looking at this, she has it under control. She definitely has it. Yeah, I'm going to march south. Nagaryth, I believe, is... No. No. Is it Nagaryth? The High Elf faction with Eliphanar? I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but you know. He has the Sword of Cain at the moment, which is exactly why I built Malekith the way I built him. With that build, he can... Well, he can't 1v1 the guy with the Sword of Cain. No one can 1v1 the dude with the Sword of Cain. I don't even think Grimgor Ironhide can 1v1. Or, yeah, I actually don't think Grimgor Ironhide could even 1v1. It's full physical. Full Lord Killer. But with his magic, Malekith, and he's dragon now, he's not a black dragon now, he should be fine. Just move my mic a little bit. I'm gonna cough. Oh, bother me. Oh, hello. Leads the Witch King to Lustria down the boat. Lord of the South. Deep in Mosquito Swamp, the Witch King's shield can be found hanging as a trophy from the Pelican of a Slan mage priest. Malekith makes a great show of thanking the captain and pays him then and there. Pays him then and there. Strenuous smiles upon the wealth he suddenly accumulated. The Witch King grabs the captain by the throat and casually throws him over the side of the great vessel. His fortune follows him into the sea, for Malekith cares not for witches, his power is always great. Stern and his crew do not bat an eyelid at the Master's sudden death, but quickly make themselves busy when the Witch King orders his army to disembark for a expedition to retrieve the lost shield. I do like reading these. Ooh, well that's a bit fucking spooky, ain't it, the Lizard Man? Lizard Man infantry is very spooky. Like, it says 29-34 on the stats, but they will fuck you up with that weapon strength. 2 failed Bastiladons, piece of piss. We have 6 units of crossbowmen, like I said. He will have reinforcements, and this is for the Supreme Spell Shield. Like I said, if I was playing another faction like Greenskins, Tomb Kings, or the Empire, I would know what this does. But I don't know what the fuck this does. Like the quest times, I don't know what the fuck this is. But we need it. Because what's the point of having quests for items and then not be doing the fucking quests?
The very air is tainted.
I could build another one, and then obviously the Untainted will stack. He's just not gonna make it, so you fucking are able to recruit Death Hag here. Yeah, 2 Death Hags on 1 turn, shit like that. Or 2 Death Hags in general, so gonna give you another recruitment slot. But we are gonna build that. We might build that, but I can't. We don't have any money now. I don't want to build anything too thingy here. Although I will build this though, because it just allows Malekith to get out of there quicker when he's done making sure everyone shuts the fuck up. Again, I'm not gonna upgrade the ports. It's 200 gold, but 200 gold and and 10 growth, but 200 gold extra for 2.4k. Overall, that's gonna take. Maths don't fail me now. It's 12 turns. What the fuck was that? My brain's not. 12 turns to repay itself. you do, like, obviously I will do this because this doubles fucking. But right now, I want to get full profit. This is why have you stopped getting called a goodie? Fuck. Corruption. Oh yeah, you're going down now anyway, so it's fine. Because that event. Oh, the events will.
Night is upon us.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we're gonna lose Dark Conduit.
Dreadlord of the Druki.
I want to make sure this army. Fuck you.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Gimme, gimme. Do I want to go 4-4? Nah, fuck it, we'll go 5-4. 5-3.
Yes.
I think that's it. We don't have enough gold to do anything at the moment. But yeah, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to take Malekith down here because he's got so much casualty replenishment. He's going to go and colonize us, but I don't think this is Skaven. I'm about 100% sure this isn't Skaven because we already wiped out the Skaven. And I think the other Skaven faction's here. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, it could be the Skaven if he's fucking done this weird shit. What if they would sit there for that long? Well, this place is right here with no garrison. I mean, that you can wipe out 600 men easily with this garrison, but it's the Skaven. Like, since when did they care about fucking? No, I don't know when they cared about fucking men, but their men. I don't. Judge. Cunts. That's. So I'm making. Pardon me. I'm making 17 public order at the moment, which means it'll be minus 12. So we are just gonna have to wait 15. Minus 15. We're gonna have to wait for this corruption go. Otherwise, not gonna be able to do much. This guy's still
Lord
green.
of the Black Court.
I don't know where I have to send this guy. I think I'm going to send this guy that way. Southeast. I'm going to take out Crud Car. And maybe help her with this, because she hasn't took it yet.
The blessings of Cain be upon.
I don't want to.
Noble boy, please. Shit.
Speak. Marathi will listen to your plea.
Can we have a defensive alliance?
Naturally.
Hey, don't. Can we have it? We won't get military access.
For Cain.
Oh, shit, yeah. That's rare. Usually, if you get a defensive alliance, they say fuck you when you ask for military access. But it worked that time. Black Ark, you know, suck a dick. I don't know why people build Black Arks unless you're Lofar, I believe his name is. I haven't played him yet, but I know. What the fuck are you doing with this ally? They won't join. I doubt these guys will join this war. Yep. You would have got a pop-up saying they joined the war, but he didn't join the war. Actually, I don't know that clan, do I? I don't know Clan Rictus, so they might have joined the war and I just didn't get a notification for it. But yeah, like, the game, a lot of people like to say this game doesn't follow lore, or the battles are too quick. First of all, the battles are too quick is just fucking bullshit. You're just finding something to complain about. I've had battles which have taken over an hour in this game before. With 4 full stacks against 2 full stacks. Yeah, that Tomb King battle took over an hour. And what? And what? But you can't say the battles are too short, because they're not. You're playing on easy, and you're probably playing the vampires, and have 2 Vargulfs in your fucking army, and everyone's just fucking running away before the battle even begins. Like, it's bullshit. The what was I gonna fucking say now? Right, yeah, lore. When it comes to lore, if you ally with the Skaven on this game, they will betray you. All the time. All the fucking time. Very rarely will they ever say, oh yeah, I'll join the war with you. Yeah, that works for me. I'll join the war with you. And they follow the law. They're traitorous rat men. Rat boys. I don't know. It's just people find a lot of things to complain about in this game. It's kind of annoying. Like I said, I put over 1,800 hours into this game. On this account, it's 1,200. My other account, fortunately, I forgot the password. Kinda pissed.
In
Kinda
Naggaroth,
pissed.
the weak perish.
But, I mean, who gives a shit? It happens. To me. No one else. But yeah, it's just, when people complain about one of your favourite games, you obviously have to defend it, right? It's the same with Fallout 76. It's a completely different game. We're going off, well, I'm not getting off topic. People complaining about this game as well. But it's like you're making all these videos showing footage of you playing the game and complaining about the game. If you really hate the game that much, take time out of your day to make a rant video on the game that you hate. You clearly don't hate it as much as you say. Also, cavalry, motherfucker. It's about time we got that. We're not upgrading that though, because Senor
Dreadlord of the Druki.
needs troops. Well, it's just, I don't know. I enjoyed Fallout 76, and I enjoy this game. And when someone, if someone complains about this game and says something like, I don't know, normal difficulty is too easy, I agree with them. It is too easy. But when people start chatting shit about it, you know, lies, you have to call them out for it. Otherwise, they'll just keep doing it, and it's a game that's gonna suffer because you're in your head you're thinking, oh well, he's wrong. Well, whatever. But in reality, some people are gonna believe him. People who want to buy the game are gonna believe
Why are
him.
you here?
Why am I here? To fuck you. Actually, she would probably like that.
Yes, Morathi will hear your...
I don't know, fuck it. Malekith has
Noble
that he can
born.
build. Should I get this? I don't think I should. Flying missile? No. Why would you want flying missile cavalry? What?
What?
It's like you're asking to just be shot down from afar. Like at least with Pegasus Knights, you could charge in and do a fuck ton of damage. But what did they do? 24 melee attack was that?
Druki
It's like
Lord.
24 melee attack. 23! Ah! Yeah, what the fuck is that? Get the fuck out of my face. Malekith's still up there. We've got nothing to do. I mean, this turn's taking longer than it should purely because I'm ranting about ranters. Fucking hypocrite. But either way, fuck it. I love this game.
You stand before the supreme ruler of Naggaroth. Speak.
You're such a fucking badass. No, fuck you, slag. You will not live to regret your master. I remember that when I fucking stick my sword in your face. No, I'm not talking about that sword.
You are dead and feel no pain. They make poor
Are you declaring
playthings.
war on me? Though I know you are nothing but a viper. Ahem. 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 Yeah, and you're nothing but a fucking piece of shit hypocrite. Fuck you. I feel bad for the dude who voiced Katep. Have you ever heard his intro? It sounds like he's been a smoker for 42 years. At least. Which is actually very sad. When you think about it, because he probably might have been. I don't fucking know. I don't do research into this shit. Now, right, so the one thing I'm a bit worried about is chaos in this, because I feel as if it's random. During my entire time, I've never had a set round which they appear on. I did a co-op campaign with my friend. I was Vampire Coast and he was Norska. And they came in at wave round 150, 140. And then in my Empire campaign, they came in at wave 70. I just hope it's not. Well, actually, I don't mind if it's 70 because I'm in a corner of the map. Like, they can get to me two ways since Chaos doesn't really like going on ships.
I admire your darkness.
I admire darkness. And now a lot of people think, oh yeah, what? You've only got 10 infantry units. Well, actually, no. I don't think anyone thinks that. 10 infantry is a lot of infantry. Plus sword. But anyway, point goes on. If you think this is not enough infantry against lizard men and shit, who are going to be obviously spamming infantry and monsters, just look at these stats on the shades. Like 40, 40, 40, 32, 36 and all. And they're all armor piercing. You want to get these guys anti-infantry obviously, but these guys have armor piercing, so you want to kind of have more of these than you do these. But these are one-term recruitment, and I like keeping them all at thingy. Obviously, don't use these as I have seen before a guy make a full army of these because like, oh, they're ranged and those are good at melee. Yeah, but 80 men. They have 80 models compared to 120. Like in the end, 120 models are 10 times more useful than 80 models in blocking something, fighting something, because it just takes longer to pull them down and everything, no matter their HP. I don't want to confederate with Cold Pleasure right now, actually, because
Yes. What do you...
they only have 3 settlements, and that one is by itself. So that public order must be abysmal. Difficulty level 10. Such a cunt. So you know, people who say this game is too easy have never played Legendary difficulty. Although, I will agree, some factions on Legendary difficulty are 10 times easier than others. Go play Karakudin right now, on Legendary difficulty. Tell me if you live 40 turns. Please. I think it's on wave 20, you get 4 full stacks of greenskins come down to fight you. And all you've got are basically slayers, because that's the only thing you can recruit unless you destroy the slayer building. But why would you destroy the slayer building if they're not only your best infantry, but they're also a late, you know, semi-late game infantry? You might as well just spam recruit them. At least that's how I see it. If, let's say you had Blackguard and Nagaroth as your only military building, and you could sell it and get bleak swords and spearmen building instead, you're going to keep the Blackguard and Nagaroth, whether or not they get destroyed by ranged. Holy shit. So I've never seen... Wow. I've never seen... What, a garrison? Tier 3 province small minor settlement thing? With the tier 3 walls, but wow. I know the Empires is probably one of the best ones. 4 halberdiers, handgunners, outriders. Well, this is it's kind of insane. It's all the range of armor piercing. These guys are anti-infantry. You've got a death hag which can poison. They've got dark riders which can ride down things. And you got repeater crossbowmen. But it's wow. Okay. My love for dark elves just increased quite a bit. If this guy leaves, a still gone -7. But again, it's still going down. He must be so bored of that. Imagine being the Witch King, is what he's known as, right? Imagine being known as the Witch King. Your generals are like, where are you? You just there babysitting a fucking...
Dreadlord of Nagaroth, we have a deal.
We got 2 more shades. Okay, no we won't then. Fuck you too, con. We might as well get two of the expensive ones. And then 1 more spearman. And then 3 great swords. No, actually, we fucking won't do that, you whore. Because this requires 2 units anyway, so we'll get 4 great swords. Great seaweed. Oh, but dog shots as well. I don't think they have more range. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But there is 190 of them compared to 18. How much ammo? The same ammo. But these guys have way more missile damage, so we're gonna keep the shades.
A black-hearted rogue.
Yeah, cool. Now I'm getting this because unit experience per turn is 150 plus this 175. These guys are leveling up while doing sweet FA. That's the kind of life I want. I want to level up while doing sweet FA. Which means fuck all. Are you? Okay, no, okay. I was about to say, is that actually a 4-star coming for high grief? Because I...
Make plain your ambition, Druki. As
I make mine, yes. I am your mother, and you fuck me in the ass. I think we're going to do one more turn after this. Maybe a battle, the quest battle. I mean, these last few turns have been nothing more than us building up settlements, building up an army, and just getting rid of that chaos. But that's what legendary difficulty is. You're not gonna. It's not all about conquest. You have to think strategically in legendary difficulty. In easy, you can just go around wherever you want. Oh, I lost my legendary lord's army. Oh, I'll just build another. And the AI won't fucking attack your base because it still thinks you've got a full army. Because you wouldn't believe that you would have just sent your legendary lord out like that. Because AI is stupid on easy. I'm actually still quite impressed by the AI in that Nagaroth battle. Sending the Harpies over like that was something I didn't expect. And as much as it didn't work out for them, it was such a tactic that I didn't expect. That it actually panicked me. Because I thought... Because obviously I knew we could hold that one line with the Witch Hag and the 2 Black Arc Corsairs, Reaper Welfare and Crossbows. 100% I knew we could hold that. But them Harpies going over there? Whoa. You're fucking joking.
Stuff glows.
Lord of the Black Court.
We can't wait any more for you.
I
We'll send you back
shall
there.
rest.
But right now you gotta go over there. Because they will take I mean, they're not at war at the moment. And hopefully they'll just go and colonize this. But either way, these guys should be able to just
Feel the power.
field your power. 16 versus 17, but we have Sister Slaughter, Shades, and we go for it. Should be easy battle. We actually don't even need the spearmen in the battle. This guy. Just gonna wait for 6 more. Just gonna wait for 6 more Malekith. I mean, we can change this now for 1 more into 80, but slave decline rate goes all the way down. And I don't want that. I like the slaves that I have. I don't want this. So I don't know why I built it, to be honest. I mean, these guys are good. Actually, magical attack. Yeah, we can get it. I need to actually show you what I did here. Obviously, you get these 2 by themselves. Personally, you don't need. Personally, you don't need these. Again, beginning infantry, beginning infantry, beginning infantry. Yeah, it's useful for the siege defense. But if you lose your lord in a siege defense, or get to a point in a siege defense where your men even consider mass routing, you've done it wrong anyway. Like, you're gonna lose anyway, so there's no point in doing this. This sacking settlements, 5% upkeep cost, but 6 turns, and you're not gonna spam recruit them. Recruit rank, it's pretty good, but you always want to have a training agent in your army, which will train them always. And obviously, your main recruitment base for your armies are going to be way back in your sort of safe provinces. So again, there's no point in having that because you'll level up by the time you get there if your guy is fully trained. This Harpies, I don't use Harpies. I think they're a waste of space. For a unit that does so little, apart from really distract archers and maybe take out an artillery piece or 2, they get destroyed by spears, archers, you know, things like that. Like, my Cold One Large units actually lost in a battle against these guys, but nothing else did. Like my archers and everything like that. Like, one unit of Harpies got routed by handbows in 2 volleys. Well, 4 volleys if you count, you know, both of them firing. But yeah, you want this, you want growth, you want more growth. Really good, obviously. Quicker upgrades on your settlements. This, income from ports and casualties captured post battle. You do want this purely because at the beginning of the game and throughout the entire late game, this will affect you. Every port you take will have 5% income. Every battle you do will have more casualties to capture. It's good. And now I know, and this applies to all armies. This isn't just one army, which is why it isn't worth it in the Lord skills, but it's worth it here. And Public Order North obviously is not really worth it, but legendary difficulty, you have to get it. Then I got upgrade 1, Tempered Blood, income. Obviously, you're gonna have a lot of slaves, so I think this explains itself. The income and income from some of it, both explains itself. Ward save and untainted faction wide is what I'm gonna go next. Ward save means every single damage type is reduced by 5% for Sister Slow and Witch Elves. I'm not really going to use them, like, in a huge mass, but, again, it applies to Garrison Witch Elves, which we've seen we have, and we will get 2 Sister Slaughters purely for the poison attack in their armies. And Untainted is obvious. Skaven Corruption, Chaos Corruption are the 2 main ones you're going to be affected by. Vampiric Corruption as well, so this is obviously just useful. Recruit ranks and Slaughters, like I said, all of this is the ward save and Sister Slaughters in general are for garrisons, so this won't affect your garrisons. And like I said, Agent will do the training for you. You don't need this. Ignore this. So we're gonna get this, and we're more than likely gonna go. Well, we need to get both of these anyway to get to upgrade for you. But we're more likely gonna go this. Because obviously this affects garrisons as well. Weapon strength, +10 for Dread Spears, Dark Shells. Now, obviously you could say, yeah, but leadership affects it as well. Yeah, but again, leadership, it's not going to do anything for you in a siege battle. Your men should already be have a high enough leadership to where they can fight 1v1 and basically rout from the lack of men, rather than just saying, oh, fuck this, I can't do it. If they say, fuck this, I can't do it, and you mass rout, that's not because you didn't get this, that's because you did the battle though. Or rather, you couldn't win the battle because the enemy was too strong. But you want to get, obviously, you need to get both of these. You can get this. I don't think there is anything else. Ammunition, free bolt throws, missile damage, reload time reduction. This is not worth it. Like, it already does so much damage. And the Dark Elves are all about frontline. Or armor piercing, rather. With crossbows. Like, so it's majority crossbows and infantry. These are more or less just a support unit. There's no point in wasting... Fucking... What the fuck? I think that's 8. Yeah, that's 8, yeah. It's not 14, I was about to say. 8 turns to get there. Weapon strength, shades. I mean, yes, you will want, because late game, your shades are going to be, with that armor piercing damage, are going to be really useful in melee. With the great weapons. Against chaos. Which are full of armor. And dwarfs. Range. Useful for fighting the high elves. Useful in general. You know, you can have this 8 turns. I would really get better stuff first and then come back to that. Speed, you don't fucking need speed with monsters. Monsters will get there when it gets there, and it'll fuck everything up when it wants to. Recruit rank for monsters again. No, the monsters will fight. You can have a level 9, a rank 9 Carnosaur versus a rank 0 Kahibba, however the fuck you pronounce it. The Kahibbasaurus, you probably won't win it. And this, obviously, you can make the argument, yeah, but this might help it win. But it's not going to win against the rank 9, more than likely. But it will do enough damage to where your crossbows can just be like, pew, and it's dead. And obviously, you're going to have crossbows supporting it anyway. Income from Iron Mines, Gold Mines, Stone Quarries. You probably want this when you have a huge province in the Mountain Mages. But again, you don't want this now. Income from slaves is good, but you already have that. And like I said, late in the game, you're going to have more slaves, so it's more thingy then. So we're going to do Festivals of Cain. I feel like I need to explain this. I know some people would like to question or look at it and just think, why would you do that, whatever. But this is why I'm explaining what's going on. I feel as if I have enough hours in the game to sort of be a guide of to what the fuck you're doing wrong and what you should be doing. Yeah, I think that was the last turn. I think we're going to just see what happens in the end turn screen, because obviously it only saves in the end turn screen legendary difficulty. See what happens. The last 6 turns will be no fight or anything like that. But I've given a lot. I feel like I've given a lot of knowledge on what you should be doing as the Dark Elves. Now, if I was the Empire, I would have done 3 turns in that time, because I would have had to. I felt the need to explain everything. Because from what I've seen, nobody knows how to play the Empire. All I see is people spamming greatswords, and that's it. And what they don't realise is, if you play in Legendary difficulty, this is. What they don't realise is, when you start going against High Elves and shit like that, and you've gotten used to just spam greatswords, or your army's basically greatswords, and you need to start retraining them late game, you've got no chance. They will just get ripped apart by them High Elves. And Dark Elves alike. Oh, we do have a popple. A powerful sorceress who lives as a hermit in the Black Forest is the sister of one of your lords. She's been accused of shouting traitors, and your minion pleads for her life. This reeks of concern, which makes your lord weak and fallible, yet makes him ripe for manipulation at a later time. Slay her! Slay fight Pipsy. This is a mod. Crafted. Maybe? I already have a magic missile. Lord ability. It's called Blast, I think. I think that's just what it's called. It's just a rod of magic. Strong versus single unit, good for a high angle. Cause weak versus a single attack strikes any combatant in its path. Why would it be strong from a good angle? Or good from a high angle, but strikes any... Because that gives it the feeling that it's straightforward, right? But if it's from a high angle, it's just going to crash into the floor, and you want to be to the side of the opponent on the floor. Or the unit on the floor, so I don't know about that. You're -6 loyalty? What the fuck? Fuck that. Spare her slaying over. Yeah, +1 loyalty, get a bunch of friends. So we'll do that. Would have lost 6 experience for this guy? He has 10, so it wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Not that bad of a again, hit points. Lord v Lord. Your lords very rarely will attack infantry. I mean, they will, but you kind of want to have your lord find a monster or another lord. Especially your halberd guy, which I believe this guy is, right? Yeah, anti-lodge. He's a halberd user, maybe? Yeah, halberd. Army says that. Again, don't need that. What's this? Choose an empower that improves the Lord. Choose an empower that improves the Lord. Choose an empower that improves the Lord. So I think that's a mod as well, which is pretty dope. Master. I don't know why I was looking around there to get sadistic or something like that.
Advance.
It's a way of giving yourself charge buttons when you've got no melee. But I think that's it for this video. It's gone on for quite some time. I think next video it's gonna be more. Well, no, actually, I don't think it will be more than things. This guy is starting to march down. He's gonna wipe out these savage orcs. Who did? That's very good because I don't need to waste the gold or the time to another turns replenishing this army because they did that. So appreciate it. You're spreading chaos, so fuck off. Plane of dogs. Plane of dogs. Plane of dogs, plane of spiders. What? 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 Plane of dogs, plane of spiders. What the fuck is that? I'm assuming it's like... I don't even know. I mean, it looks like you can traverse here. Whatever, we'll find it anyway. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. This guy's going to march down and go wipe out them all. No point in having them here, because they will want to expand this way. I mean, they could go south, but then I'll have to deal with them a later day, so there's no difference, really. You want to get that? You want to send this guy down there, take it out of them. Malekith should be out in a couple more turns. 12.
Vile corruption is spreading.
So if he leaves, will it be the same? Yeah, -5. But it's stabilizing, and this is still dropping pretty good, and it's going up by 4, and it's dropping by 3, which is good. So yeah, I think that's it for this video at least. It's a really long video, but I mean, I personally don't like watching games like Monopoly or something like that, and the video is only 20 minutes in like a 2-hour game. Obviously, this game's more than 2 hours, but it's like an hour video for a game which lasts anywhere up to from 200, well, not 200 hours, but you know, over 100 hours for complete Dominion over a Mortal Empire campaign to 200 hours, it's worth it to me. But I think that's it for this. So thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode.